You know who this is. This is Mr. Beast. Okay, Mr. Beast is the #1 YouTuber in the world. All right, still in his 20s. He's the #1 YouTuber in the world. And I got to give it to the guy. The guy is very, very smart. He went from a YouTube channel where he was getting a lot of views. All right, he was getting like moderate views on YouTube. All right, he got monetized. And but he still was making like not a lot of money, which he himself admitted to. All right, and he did the work and figured out how to like master YouTube and started getting millions of views. Okay, the reason why I'm making this video is not to attack Mr. Beast at all, or I don't know the guy personally, nothing like that. But what I want to do is I just happened to come across this. I was actually going on his channel. All right, I was on Mr. Beast's channel. I was actually looking at his channel to do some research because as a YouTuber, I look at different YouTubers, especially the top ones, to see certain things that they're doing. Okay, so I was on his page again, looking at some stuff that was going on with his page, and I noticed something that was very, very interesting. And that was, of course, this thumbnail for his video and his hands and this type of gesture. Now, if you don't know what that gesture is, that's a Masonic symbol. That's a Masonic gesture, okay? Now, if you don't know much about the Masons, I'll just say it real quickly, and I can't explain all this in this video. But the Masons, the true root of the Masons is rooted in what's called Luciferianism, which is the worship of Lucifer, the devil. Okay, Lucifer is another name for the devil, if you don't know that. Okay, so it's very important that Mr. Beast, or very interesting, I should say, that Mr. Beast has his hands in this type of shape, okay, in his thumbnail. Now, number one, I know some people will say, well, Mr. Beast thumbnails a lot of times are photoshopped, and that's probably not his body, which is probably true. If you look at a lot of his thumbnails, that just kind of shows you. A lot of these, right, you can clearly see that's not really him there. Okay, like we can see here, that's probably not him in a prison of a prisoner. Okay, that's all Photoshop. Okay, that's probably not Mr. Beast inside of a plane, but all of that stuff is Photoshop. So I understand that this is Photoshop, but I also understand what having your hands in that type of shape means. Okay, this is a Masonic hand gesture that a lot of people have used over the years on TV, being photographed, having their hands in an upside down triangle. Okay, in this picture here, we see Donald Trump doing it. We also see his son, I believe his name is Eric Trump. He's also doing it. It's an upside down triangle. All right, now if you guys already know about these hand gestures that the Masons do, okay, I'm just filling in the other folks because some people don't understand this. Okay, now understand what's interesting to me when I saw this. All right, I never watched this video before. Okay, is that this video, all right, this thumbnail, which is what I'm showing you guys for this video, and Mr. Beast having his hands like this. This is actually from a video. Also, notice behind him that the money is also in the shape of a pyramid. Okay, if you notice it, which is something I immediately noticed. All right, but also understand this, that this is not just any video. This is a video that Mr. Beast put out, basically promoting a new Amazon deal that he got. He got a deal on Amazon. I think it's called the Beast Games. He has a new show on Amazon called Amazon Prime called the Beast Games. Okay, so Mr. Beast literally went from being a small YouTuber, okay, where there are YouTubers bigger than him, PewDiePie and all these kind of YouTubers are bigger than him. He was making videos about them, okay, and making videos about other folks, just doing all kind of stuff, testing the YouTube algorithm, which is what you're supposed to do, okay. Mr. Beast was doing that, okay, to become a #1 YouTuber. And I'm not trying to say that he did it by, being a Mason and like that. I don't know. But what I do know is that when he left YouTube, now he's the #1 YouTuber in the world, right? When he, I'm sorry, not that he left when he left YouTube, but when he transitioned from YouTube, even though he's still with YouTube, into Amazon, I should say, okay? When he basically made that transition into Amazon Prime, we see now that Mr. Beast is now gesturing in a satanic way with his hands, essentially, okay? We can clearly see here. After you click into this video, the first thing you will see, this is the first scene if you watch this video, okay? I can't show the video because I know if I show it, my video will be flagged and I'll be, I could get a strike on my channel or something if I try to, play some of Mr. Beast's video, who's the #1 YouTuber in the world. I literally cannot ever do that. But this is just a clip from it. As you can see here, you can see that he's sitting on, or supposedly sitting on, I don't know, this is in Photoshop. He's sitting on a pyramid shape of, $5 million. Okay, so the first thing you see, first you see Mr. Beast here, okay, on the thumbnail, and then you see Mr. Beast with a pyramid behind him. So they're basically shoving it in your face. It's not like this is an accident, or like It's just a coincidence, okay? It's just you may say, oh, it's a coincidence that Mr. Beast had his hands like that, okay? Well, why is the first image that you didn't see a pyramid right behind him? Okay, it's not a coincidence. It's fully intentional. As you can see here, it says watch Beast Games on Prime. New episodes Thursday. So that whole video on YouTube was his first video. For what I can understand, it's the first video that Mr. Beast put out. It actually was of an episode of what he had playing on Amazon Prime. Okay, I don't know if it was the first video that he put out promoting that show, but it's the first video that he had where I guess part of that YouTube video, which is the one right here, it actually aired on Amazon Prime. And at the end of that video, which I did watch the end of it, I kind of fast forward to the end. It was like the episode was incomplete. I guess it's like it's like a show. So I guess everyone's believing in the show, people are trying to compete for $5 million. And at the end of the show, one team lost or something like that. Some girl had stepped off the stage or something like that to that effect. And her team lost. At the end of it, Mr. Beast came on and he was like, hey, y'all, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all watch this show on Amazon Prime. I'm basically on Amazon Prime now, which is a huge deal to be. It's basically TV, essentially, okay? Again, we can see right here, Mr. Beast, okay, standing behind a pyramid of $5 million. Now, also understand this. Mr. Beast, right, when he first started out, now, if you check his channel, you're not going to see this anymore, but on Mr. Beast's channel, there used to, I may try to actually pull this up if I can, y'all, but there used to actually be a picture, or excuse me, words under his banner that says something like John 3:16 or something like that, okay? Now, all of that stuff is gone. All right, you don't see nothing like that on his channel talking about Jesus, talking about God at all. But his, excuse me, his channel used to have. Let me go look real quick and see if I can find it. This is a part of the banner right here, y'all. Okay, you can see it says John 3:16. I actually saw Mr. Beast's channel years ago when he used to have John 3:16 on his banner. I was actually surprised to see that he took that down. I don't know, maybe, you know, they said that doesn't look commercially, you know, acceptable. I don't know, but, you know, he used to have that up there. As you can see here, too, this seems to be an actual post from Mr. Beast from some years ago where he's typing in here, Jesus is King, and that's Mr. Beast's logo right there, all right? Once again, this is not a hit piece against Mr. Beast's video at all. But what it is me explaining how, why is it that when Mr. Beast now switches over to Amazon, he switches over to a bigger platform, then now all of a sudden, it's like, the Mason stuff comes out. All of a sudden, you know, some people say, well, it's because for him to get that type of deal, he had to basically walk with them. Okay. And or it could be the fact that, like I said, it could be that maybe that was Mr. Beast's head photoshopped onto someone's body with that hand gesture. Okay. Maybe someone, you know, Mr. Beast, I doubt he edits his own videos. Okay. So there's the editing team that they decide to, you know, show that pyramid imagery in the video. Maybe, I don't know, but it just seems very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. And you can't miss it. The fact that he's getting the Amazon deal, and all of a sudden now the Mason stuff comes out. You know, he gets the deal. For him, it's like, you know, to get the deal, you have to do X, Y, Z. And a lot of times people will say, you know, for people to go into the next level with the devil, you know what I mean, in the demonic, you know, Hollywood industry and all that kind of stuff, you know, you have to kind of like, you know, sleep with the devil essentially. You know what I mean? And all of that stuff we see with P. Diddy and all that kind of stuff, that's what they do. That's what Hollywood and them folks do. For him to make a deal with Amazon Prime like that, you know, that's big. Not just a deal where he has like maybe a movie on there, because people that have movies on Amazon Prime, they're not that good, and they're maybe forgotten. Okay, but he has an actual show that's promoted by Amazon Prime. Okay, which is a totally different thing, because Amazon Prime is where people go to watch all the other streaming services. Okay, so for you to have a show promoted there, it's like the biggest deal. It's actually bigger than YouTube. Okay, but for him to get that, we see ridiculous triangle imagery. Okay, we see a triangle behind him with the money. We see the upside down triangle right here of his hands. All right, so I mean, to me, I don't know. I can't say for sure. I did look up online, is Mr. Beast a Mason and all that kind of stuff, and of course it's not easy to figure that out. All right, he could be one. Somebody may say he obviously is. He's the number one YouTuber in the world. I don't know. I'm not going to make any assumptions. All right, but I'll just say this, that once again, the Masons are nothing more than a cover for Luciferians. And you may say, well, I know people that are Masons and they're not Luciferians. They may themselves may not be Luciferians, but the Luciferians are the ones that are behind the Masons. And when people get to the highest level of being a Mason, what happens is that the Luciferians actually reach out to them. Well, they actually look at a person who's at the top of the level, I think it's 33rd degree, okay, to see if that person, is doing things they want them to do. Okay, whether they're going to like Diddy type party stuff, they're doing all that kind of stuff. And then they basically make a suggestion and say, hey, this is what we're really about. Okay, you rose up in the Masons, or what's called a secret society. And it's a secret not just to people like me that are not in it, but it's a secret to people that are actually in it, who join the Masons to just do good deeds or whatever, to have community and it's all different kind of people, and maybe find a date there, whatever it case may be. People join Masons for reasons like that, not understanding that the people that are actually behind it are worshipers of the devil. Okay, and like I said, that could be a whole another video, but I'll just show you something real quick, and I'll be out of here, y'all. You can see this image right here, okay? Hopefully this pops up, and you can see there's a guy with his hand inside of his shirt. All right, now this is a Masonic gesture. It's called the hidden hand. All right, as it says, is this hand in shirt gesture Masonic? All right. Now this actually got cropped off here. This part got cropped off, but there's actually this is a guy who used to be part of I think he left DC, but he used to be part of I think the Trump administration. And you can't see because it's cropped off here, but he actually has his hand inside of his shirt. All right. Now I'm going to show you some other folks with the exact same gesture. Here is Ted Cruz, if you know who he is, okay? Ted Cruz has his hand. See how it's showing side by side? It's called the hidden hand. It's another way to say, listen, I'm a Mason. I'm part of the clique, okay? Or this secret society. If you scroll down, we can see here this other guy whose name I won't even talk about, because if I mention this man's name, this video may disappear offline if I don't say anything extremely positive about him. But if you know who this guy is, you know who he is. And you can see right there, he has his hand in the exact same way, okay? But in closing, y'all, and if y'all like this video, I ask you to please hit the like button, okay? Please hit the like button. I have a small YouTube page, and I'm trying to grow it. A channel, I should say not page, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? Hit the like button and share this video if you can, okay? Leave a comment if you have any questions also. As you can see here, it says 5 million reasons to play. And it's Mr. Beast with money in his hand. And it says Beast Games, okay? 1,000 players, $5 million, one winner. New original series, December 19th on Amazon Prime. Okay, so Mr. Beast got this show. It wasn't like Mr. Beast wasn't doing good before. You know what I mean? I actually don't even know exactly why he would even do this, because I guess it's more money. I don't know. I just feel like, he why go to them when you already have your own thing going? But YouTube could actually shut down or him down or whatever. He did something they didn't like, at the end of the day. And so it's good to have, different platforms to be on, I guess. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But probably it's more money in the day. But you can see that he's definitely, getting that bag. I'll just say he's definitely getting that bag. All right. So yeah, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like I said, it's just interesting that all of that Masonic imagery is around him when he gets his Amazon deal. It's very, very interesting that happened. All right. And it's also interesting, like I said, that the Jesus Christ, John 3:16, and all the scriptures that were on his page just disappeared. All right. While this appears. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy, Brother Winston. Until next time, God bless you. Peace.